Meagan 2.0, have you seen it? Well, let's talk about it. Alright guys, so Meagan 2.0, I just left the theater from watching it. Now let me just say that I have always loved a good upgrade movie. Think Terminator, think RoboCop, just really a fan of seeing what they could do with the next version of the technology that they originally showed us in an original movie. And speaking of the original movie, I didn't get a chance to see that movie in the theaters, but I did get a chance to watch it at home. One of the things that made me want to watch it is that hallway dance that she does. Hilarious. I needed to see what else was going to go on. That was so character-ish for me. I did enjoy the movie, but the script was eerily perfect. The way, nothing was missed, everything was brought together, but it just seemed like all of the responses and the whole situation. I would be interested in knowing if AI had a part in creating this script. It just seemed to come together really strangely too well. If you're from my era, 80s, 90s, you know a good movie, you know a good script, a lot of original stuff that's out there. When you left the theater, you remembered these movies. These were rewatchable movies. You could watch them over and over. They had rewatchability. But these movies today are not so impactful. And it could be that, hey, we've seen so many movies. We were around to see the technology grow, all of that stuff. But these movies just don't always nail it like they did back then. Or maybe I'm desensitized. You let me know. But this movie seemed to have a quality about it that was written very well. Like the responses were just excellent, and the complexity of it was just perfect. The only thing that was bad about it is the way that it looked. For me, it seemed like it was very 1990s Walt Disney, Nickelodeon 90s teenage movie. Guys, let me interject here. The trailer looked fantastic, but when you actually sit in the theater, it did not give that same presentation. It did not look like the trailer. Just the quality, the look of it, the actors were good, everything was fine, except for there was this one guy who ends up being a villain. He was just kind of, I don't know, he just seemed like he was off from the rest of the actors. But that's what, it missed that, for me, it lacked the high quality of a film that would have been done today. Yes, it had special effects. Yes, they were pretty good. But at the same time, it just seemed as if something was off about the quality. I don't know. But anyway, so one of the things that was good about this movie, without giving you guys too much, is basically there's a new technology that has been hacked, and the lady, the aunt who was in the original one, she is still there with her niece, and they're really trying to get past everything that happened in the past. But the niece is older now, so she's into technology and science and all those things. Their house is full of the updated technology of stuff that we have today. The ice box, the vacuum that roams around the house, just different things, televisions. And strangely enough, this technology it got to the point where it was trying to save them. I'm not going to tell you why or how, but it was really neat how it came together and why. If they had to come up with a reason for how Meagan returns, they did a very good job. Yes, we've had sequels in the past that were well done, some of them not, but this one was done in a way that, it just really made sense. I don't know, maybe I'm just shocked that today they could make a sequel where things really come together well and make sense. But it was just a little too perfect, and that was just funny to me. They even brought back something from the original one where she sings a song, but the way that it is done, it is so kind of emotionally impactful that it just seemed a little too perfect, and it's done in a way that's comical, and even the response to the doll singing or the robot singing was exactly on point. The response was just on point. Anyway, outside of that, it really was a okay movie. Now, will you remember it when you leave? Probably not. But was it good? A film that the kids would enjoy? Yeah. I do love the fact that, and maybe this was AI based, that there was a few special characters. We had Moxie. I thought Moxie was cool, including it, and especially how they used Moxie. That was exciting. We had a special guest from the Microsoft Word Clippy. If you don't know who Clippy is or what Clippy is, go and Google it. We also had Kit. I couldn't think of that. Kit. If you don't know who Kit is, Kit makes a special appearance. But yeah, so it was a few callbacks from old school for the older audience, and so that kind of made it enjoyable. It was a little kickback for us, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, so go and check out Meagan 2.0. I really thought that it was cool. Tell me if you picked up what I saw. PG-13, although there was in theory a lot of deaths, not too much for younger kids. Yeah, I want to know what you think. Tell me what you think. What did you think about the script, the writing, how it all came together? Did you think it was kind of AI based like I did? Things came together a little too perfect. Every response was just too perfect. What did you think about how it looked? Was it me? Maybe I just didn't see it at a big quality movie theater. I don't know. But let me know what you think. Meagan 2.0. Until the next movie, talk to you guys soon.